Hey guys, Dale here, back with some more Baldur's Gate, our Dark Urge playthrough, and we just beat Ketheric Thorn yesterday. We haven't looted him. This is going to trigger a little cutscene, so I guess we'll get started with that.
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
Remarkable. Truly. Now the picture comes together.
The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will.
The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. It has been dominated. To master an Elder Brain, to subdue it, our enemies are formidable.
Okay, our dream visitor is out in the world. How is it you're able to leave the astral prism now?
A temporary reprieve, but a welcome one. With the brain on its way to the city, its influence here is weakened.
What are these stones?
The crown's markings suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's Netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you.
If the crown can do this to the parasites, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain.
Well, we know what Ketheric was. He was an avatar of Merkel. Do you know who our enemies are?
One of them I know. Lord Enver Gortash. An arms dealer and a slaver. A worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me. But the way she spoke, it's most likely she follows Baal, the god of murder.
Ketheric was a follower of Merkel, which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are the chosen of the Dead Three.
Chosen of the Dead Three?
Bane, Baal, and Merkel. The tyrant, the assassin, and the necromancer.
They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers.
Each one alone would be a formidable enemy. But working together and controlling an Elder Brain, I dare not imagine what they might achieve.
What do we do now?
We prepare for the fight of our lives, and the lives of everyone in Faerun. The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate.
Within the city, an Elder Brain brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into mind flayers.
All it needs is an order. An order the Death Gods chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance to strike comes, you must take it. For there may only be one chance.
Okay. Got some items off of Ketheric. We got some armor. All incoming damage is reduced by 2, and we have Reaper's Rigidity. When activated, you can't be moved against your will by any spell or action, but have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. And then we have the ability to do Howl of the Dead. Let out a bone-chilling howl that numbs all nearby creatures. What does numb do? Movement speed is half. The spellcaster has advantage on attack rolls against them. I think we're probably going to put that on. Yeah, let's go ahead and dye it. We'll grab that. Oh, that's pretty cool looking. The black is so black though. It's kind of like it disappears. But I think it's fine for now. We also got Kethric's Warhammer, bludgeoning 10 to 25. Let's see. That may be something that we give to Karlach to hold on to. We'll see if she ends up using it. And Kethric's Shield, arcane enchantment. You gain a +1 bonus to spell save DC and spell attack rolls. When a foe hits you with a melee attack, you can use your reaction to knock it prone. You're dual wielding right now, right? Yeah, you're dual wielding a couple interesting things. Let's add that to wares. So I think the shield will send to Gale. And we'll send this to Karlach just to hold on to for now. We'll see if someone else ends up using it. I've already run around and looted most of the room, but there is a little table down here. It had some silver pieces on it, some vendor trash jewelry, but it also has an invitation to Lord Gortash. So we'll grab some of these things.
That will fit in my pack.
The invasion plans we've kind of seen all over the place. What is this? The Grand Design. Dictated to Scribe Yanthus by Enver Gortash, the Grand Design is the Mind Flayer species' wide ambition to return to the days of their conquering greatness through an act of sudden mass seriformosis. The Absolute End. Underneath this book concerning the cult of the Absolute and the dangers it presents is scrawled this response to the text. This hastily written drivel is, admittedly, well-intentioned. Its author is clearly fizzing with fear of the Absolute. The problem is that they conflate the rise of the cult with other things like the heat death of the universe, the resurrection of One-Eyed Vecna, the Lich, the proliferation, wow, tongue-tied already, like 2 minutes in. Well, I guess we're a little further than that. Of necromantic excess, and even the withering of some imported fruits from Chulth. This person needs a glass of water and to lie down. Invitation to Lord Gortash. Lord Gortash, the committee of the concerned patriarchs would like to extend an invitation to a formal meeting at High Hall to discuss plans, short and long term, for the economic livelihood of Baldur's Gate. Tuesday the 12th, noon, a luncheon will be served. May we presume your attendance? Okay, so just some story flavor. I guess we can go ahead and get out of here. I asked them to follow me too soon. Okay, got a little portal here.
I've been thinking on all that you learned below. If you've got your breath, we ought to discuss our next steps.
Okay, quite a few people to talk to here. I guess Will's up first.
With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure, we're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun.
The Absolute's cult has Ravengard. Where will they take him?
Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them.
Okay. I think that's it for now. Withers is out here. He's come to visit.
Thy hunger denied. Soluna's faithful yet shines. The balance shifts. Thou hast seen with thine own eyes and felt in thine urges. The dead three unite. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do illithids possess souls?
These abominations are soulless, surely.
Correct. Yet, the three amass an illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, O tempted one? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services.
I'm surprised to see you. Why are you here?
Where matters of balance are concerned, I am eternally cold.
You know of these urges. What can you tell me?
Nothing thou dost not already know.
You seem to know a lot about the Dead Three.
Yes, Bane, Lord of Darkness, Baal, Lord of Murder, Merkel, Lord of Bones. Once judged, ascended, then vanquished as one, and as three. The alliance is reforged, mortal. The plains thus quake, and the gods shudder.
Okay. Minthara has come to sit on Kethric's throne.
I will never tire of sitting on dead men's thrones.
Kethric was a dead man long before we arrived, a servant of Miracle, Lord of Bones.
Indeed. And now we know that he was not acting alone. During my time in the cult, I came to know one of his co-conspirators all too well. Baal's bloodletter. Orin. To think, I thought her to be speaking for the Absolute. I worshipped that woman.
An old flame?
Jealous? You needn't be. When Orin is in my hands, her agony will nourish me. She is the Iblis who indoctrinated me with the Absolute's lies.
What do you remember of your indoctrination?
When I first visited Moonrise, I stood before the Absolute in awe. It was more of an idea than an entity. Pure love. Total power. Orin was by my side. She told me that God had chosen me to be a true soul. Blessed and adored. Now I know that those memories are lies. There was no God. Orin held me down in a cocoon of flesh, while a mind flayer forced a parasite into my brain. And she laughed at my fear. I will find her. I will murder her. And I will smile.
We'll be heroes, the saviors of Baldur's Gate.
Let them think that. There is a short path from savior to ruler. A short and bloody path. I know it well, and we will walk it together. But Baldur's Gate is a mere bauble. We have the chance to seize something much greater. Surely you see it. In killing Ketheric, we fractured the cult's leadership. When we break the other chosen and claim their netherstones, we can take control.
What would we do with that power?
The power of the enslaved Elder Brain could reshape the world. We could reshape the world.
I fear we could lose everything if we tried to take control.
Nothing worthwhile ever came without loss. But together we have the strength to decide who loses, and to make sure it is not us. You are not stupid. When we reach Baldur's Gate and face the other Chosen, you will see that my way is the right one.
You may be right. I'll keep an open mind.
That is all I ask. And remember, I know when your mind is closed. We are bound, then, to travel together, even if we do not yet agree on our ultimate purpose. There is yet one thing about you that troubles me, though. Something I need you to explain.
You chose to incapacitate me rather than killing me when you eradicated my minions. Why?
Most people would be grateful to live, not suspicious of their savior.
Sparing an enemy's life is a great risk. Even though I owe my life to the part of you that showed me mercy, it concerns me. If Ketheric had ordered me to slay you to prove my worth, I would have. Or died trying. I should not lose myself in these thoughts of what might have been. I live. And I am grateful. I do have one more question, though, before we continue.
Why come to Moonrise, where the cult's power is strongest? Why not walk away?
I want revenge on those who did this to me.
Good. That is as it should be. Now, I am ready to leave this damned place whenever you give the word. The city awaits.
There's no space for me. I suggest you make one.
Oh, she's very demanding.
Farewell.
Okay. Jahira, got anything for us?
Our enemies spread like rub rot. Treat one patch, and two more bloom in its place. An elder brain, bound by lost Netherese magic, with servants of the dead three holding the chain. Reminds me of old times.
You almost seem like you're enjoying yourself.
Aren't you?
I'm beginning to.
When we met, I was licking my wounds. An old bear with her leg caught in the hunter's snare. Now I've slipped free of the trap and rediscovered my claws. It's time for me to hunt my prey. You have a nether stone, and you're on the scent of two more. These Chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like to be at your side when you confront them.
I'd be glad to have you by my side.
Glad to be there. Falling foul of Ketheric convinced me that my grand adventures were behind me. That even if I survived, I should hang up my blades. But you convinced me otherwise. We ventured into darkness together. Now we've come out the other side. I'd say I'm feeling a little refreshed. When we reach Baldur's Gate, there will be even darker paths to tread. I will follow you wherever they lead.
I'll see you at camp.
How does it compare to a shadow-cursed inn? With the Absolute's army gone, the Risen Road should be clear. We can follow it all the way to Baldur's Gate. There's a Harper's safe house in Worm's Crossing. Denthalen's Dancing Axe. We do well to check in with them before entering the city proper. Beyond that, our course is yours to set. Find me at your camp, huh? I can remember how to take orders, as well as give them.
Oh, she just like rushed out immediately. Oh, here's
It's been a
Art
long
Culla.
Better stop to rest.
When Duke Elton formed the Flaming Fist, he sought out people of courage and honor to fill its ranks. You saved Daniel, lifted the curse, and killed an immortal. It's safe to say you'd have been recruited in an instant.
I know foggy fragments of Eltan, all tall tales. What was he like?
Gruff and intimidating. But he had the courage of 10 men, and the love for Baldur's Gate few could match. I don't know if this Duke Ravengard is the same, but I will say this. The Flaming Fist are the cornerstone of the city, and the Dukes are its foundation. I hope you can save him, for the good of Baldur's Gate.
Come with me. I could use a flaming fist by my side.
Thank you. But look at me. I am a relic. A glimpse of history barely strong enough to stand on his own 2 feet. Besides, Nathaniel should have someone here when he wakes up. It's the least I can do.
He's talking like he's, 100 years old. He looks like he's 27. Then I wish you luck. Thank you for your help.
You too, my friend. Thank you. From Nathaniel and I.
We have Dame Aelin over here.
In the curse.
Aelin! Isabel! My love. You were dead. I saw your body. I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer. I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. But somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo.
I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead.
His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right?
I will be. And you?
In this moment, I want for nothing.
Oh, we reunited them. She is a giant, or Isabel is very tiny.
Ah, there you are. This is Aelin. Aelin, this is...
Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father.
May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew. And we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later?
You'd be most welcome.
We look forward to it.
You there, Sharon. By the fires of your camp's hearth, we will discuss all we must.
I'll be ready. Whatever you have to say had better be worth your life.
Now, you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words.
Aelin! We'll see you later.
Okay. Anyone else? I think that's everyone with any kind of story that's going on. We have the quartermaster down here. We have... Oh, Barkus. What are you doing?
There you are. I was wondering where the devil you'd been.
I was preoccupied defeating Ketheric Thorm.
Who? Oh, right. Well, forget about that, McGungus. We have more important things to worry about. Like Wulbrin.
Barkus, Wulbrin wants nothing to do with you. He made that clear.
Oh, forget about that. Wolbrin and the Iron Hand gnomes are planning something dreadful in the city. They have rune powder, they have motive. We have to stop them.
It seems we'll have our hands full in Baldur's Gate.
With the sword of justice in one hand and the shield of self-righteousness in the other, we most certainly will. To saving the city. And my fool of a friend.
Okay. Barkus, Wolbrin. Wolbrin.
I owe you an apology.
It's Barkus you should apologize to. Your reunion in Last Light was strained.
Marcus and I are another matter. I'm dealing with you right now. I saw you as a means to escape, nothing more. But when the sky lit up, when I followed it here, I knew you were behind it. I apologize for not seeing your true worth, and for being, quite frankly, rude in Last Light.
Apology accepted.
I wasn't sure you would. I appreciate it. And that's precisely why I want you by my side in Baldur's Gate. The Iron Hand gnomes are going to save the city, and you can be part of it.
If you want my help, I'm gonna need more to go on.
The plan is what it's always been. To bring the work and innovations of the Iron Hand gnomes to every corner of the realm. Problem is, Baldur's Gate is sick. Once the pinnacle of greatness, it's eating itself alive to save itself from starving. Find me in the city. And once you see what it's become, you'll know that I, and I alone, can stop it.
Okay. Well then. Just a random Harper. I think I'll empty my bags and we will meet some folks at camp. Okay. Bags empty. I want to camp outside of Moonrise because I don't like the camp that we have inside of Moonrise.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive, thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric, but Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies.
I'm worried what I might do to my allies.
Whatever you might do to one cannot be worse than what the Chosen will unleash on all. And you are the one who could prevent it. You have the makings of a leader. Your actions have already inspired those around you. Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her Harper's too. Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you in times of need. But if we are to succeed, we will need others.
Will there be anyone left when we arrive in the city?
Even if the buildings are demolished, there are always survivors. There are always those who will fight. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours.
Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause.
Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
Okay, we got a new quest. I'm not sure if we've looked at our quest journal this playthrough. So let's hide completed. Let's minimize some of these. Companions, Daughter of Darkness, leave the Shadowfell. Where is main quest? Gather your allies. Recruit allies in the fight against the cult. And as we recruit more allies, the screen will be full. Freeing ourselves of the parasite is proving more difficult. Halsin is grateful for our help protecting the sanctity of life. We can count on his formidable druidic powers should the need arise. Volo has become a most loyal ally. His powerful words of encouragement are sure to be at our backs in the trials to come. Okay, so a couple allies so far. And if we go to camp here, is it the camp that I want? It is. There was some kind of check. A few different checks. We have us with us. We have Gale and Shadowheart and Karlak who wants to talk.
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there?
Oh, she is
It's all
fired
this
up.
because of him. The tadpole, the absolute. How?
I don't know how this plot fits together yet, but we will stop him.
I was his bodyguard. I looked after him with my life. I trusted him more than anything. He gave me away to Zariel just for kicks. He ruined my life just when it was starting. And now he'll use up the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him.
We'll do it together, whatever it takes.
He can't get away with what he's done. To me. To us. He won't get away with it.
Okay. Running hot. Furnace flames crackle within your infernal engine, setting you ablaze. Looks like it's just temporary. Let's take a look up here with Withers. I think Arabella's still here, but she's on her way out. Oh. Jahira's here instead of Withers.
I would not linger in this land over long. But whatever your business, I will aid you if I can.
Okay, thank you. Halson is probably up in his little cave. I don't know who would be here. Do we still have... I don't see the Oathbreaker Knight here in camp. We've got Halson.
Thaniel rests well. He's healing very rapidly, now that Oliver has returned to him.
Oh, that's great to hear. I'm glad I could help.
I knew I could put my faith in you. If only we had met sooner.
So when will the curse actually be lifted?
I can't say for certain, but we'll see it come to pass long before this place recedes behind us. Don't worry. All is at hand. We can depart whenever you're ready.
Okay. And I know Dame Aelin wanted to talk to us, so I guess we'll go check on her. Have all the ladies, except Shadowheart and Karlak. The rest of our camp ladies are down this way. Minthara should be here. Maybe it's because she's at Moonrise right now. Oh, that's probably where Withers is as well. She wants to talk to Shadowheart. Let's see if she'll talk to Shadowheart right now.
I must keep going.
Never a dull moment.
What am I to do? Onward.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer.
Step closer.
Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorn, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, Most High. Darling Isabel is safe and well. Safe and well, and return to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One.
I couldn't have done it without you.
We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it.
Let's leave. So that conversation was actually meant for the player. It's not the conversation she wants to have with Shadowheart. I think we probably need to long rest, and then we can have that conversation. So we will go ahead and see what the night brings us. Anyone want to talk? I don't think so. Someone at camp wants to talk. Is it Dame Aelin? It is. Okay. Right there. Let's grab Shadowheart.
Have to keep pushing.
All's well that ends. Well, not as bad as it could have.
Okay, Shadowheart. Let's see what Dame wants to say. What
It is
Aelin
time we spoke about
wants
your
to say.
heritage. There's a debt I must repay.
You claim to know something about me. You knew about the wolves. Tell me everything.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget. Shah's embrace is something that was forced upon you. It is not your true nature.
That can't be. I was always loyal to Shah.
Until you weren't. Do you think it was but a brief lapse? A moment of madness? No. I think you finally listened to your heart. When you freed me from the Shadowfell, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain, his inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others someplace distant. Let me help you remember, so there will be no doubt.
A memory appears at the forefront of your mind.
That wolf. That elf. Who was he?
You already know who he is. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood? He is your father. And he lives still. As does your mother. I felt them. Bound to you.
That can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman, one who knows what must be done.
I have to find my parents.
You will have to face your abductors in their very lair, in Baldur's Gate. There is one more way in which I can help you. You have been forewarned, and now you shall be forearmed. You will remember this spear, no doubt. It was to be the instrument of my death. Now, it will become a parting gift in exchange for my life.
I thought that was lost in the Shadowfell. How do you have it?
Shar is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough. I felt the spear call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shar calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will need it. But what you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before. A debt repaid. You gave me my life back. Now go and claim your own.
There must be more you can tell me.
Your mind is a deep, dark wood. There are dead ends, shadowy corners, lurking threats. I was lucky to be able to glean as much as I did. Besides, there are more hardships ahead. Knowing too much may cause you to despair, while a little ignorance may shield you. One last thing. Your parents have been in the hands of Shah's followers for some 40 years. It must take tremendous will for mortals to hold out that long. See that their sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
Okay. Saloons.
Everything is clear.
Spear of the Night, 11 to 21, so not quite for me. It's versatile, so it can be dual wielded. And it is, I think, based off strength, yeah. It can also be thrown. What does it give us? Moon Mote and Moon Beam. You can see in the dark up to 40 feet. You gain advantage on wisdom saving throws and perception checks. Yeah, I guess we'll just hold on to that for the moment.
Don't waste a step.
We'll go get to bed.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Oh no, they're so cute. Sounded like something appeared. Okay, apparently not. I think I'm gonna shuffle the party around and just make sure that everyone's equipped with the latest and greatest that we have. I guess we'll talk to Shadowheart first.
I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me.
You've been forced to live a lie. At least now the truth is starting to reveal itself.
Indeed. But the truth may yet prove painful. Who knows what Shah still keeps from me? We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to.
And what's that?
You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna try out our folks that we haven't been using. So we have Gale, we have Karlak, and we have Asterion.
I was supposed to sacrifice myself to stop the Absolute. Yet I don't think I could have gone through with it, in truth. And I'm glad that I didn't, given what has come to light.
You seem to be in a good mood. I thought you might be more subdued after coming close to blowing up.
Indeed. Under other circumstances, I might have been subdued or ashamed. But after what we saw, I must admit, I'm excited. The Elder Brain. But more importantly, the crown that it wore. Even without seeing it for myself, I could sense it. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete. And I doubted what I was feeling at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power. The ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it.
What do you suggest?
We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorceress Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can.
Why would a Baldurian magic shop be the first place we look?
Sorcerer's Sundries is no mere trading post. It's been serving the arcane community for centuries. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
Okay, with that, we are gonna head out. So this is the way out of town. And we do have one more little battle over here before they'll actually let us leave. Up on this bridge.
Is up ahead. No turning back once we start down that road.
What can we do here? Maybe... Oh yeah, also I repainted my gear just because it was kind of strange how some of the features were getting lost. Let's do a little sneaking up this way.
Listen. The psionic detector. Githyanki are lurking nearby.
Okay, and I think we can actually get really, really close to them. Yep, right there. Why don't you come and sneak?
Let's get this over with.
Gale, you can pop up here. Karlak, let's have you get up closer. Okay, why don't you do a little sneak attack to open things up?
Well, Wargaz failed to kill
Okay.
you. I won't make the same mistake.
Not all of us are in combat yet. Must have advantage against the target. Shadow-soaked blow. Let's try that. And we can do an offhand attack. Okay, we're invisible. What do we want to open up with? Maybe a lacerate? Sure, let's go for the crit. We don't need to cleave. Oh, and actually, under common, our armor, we have Reaper's Rigidity. So we can toggle that on or off. By default, it starts on. Main hand attack. Could charge forward. And let's go ahead and do it. Oh, nice. Gale, what do you want to do? There are two of them down there. Could do this. It's unnecessary, but there's no reason not to open up with it. Okay, Gale. Can we hit both of them with Ice Knife? It looks like we can. Why not? Okay. They have chilled, encrusted with frost. When there are 7 or more turns remaining, the entity must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take 1 to 4 cold damage and become frozen. Okay. What else? I think that might be it for Gale for now. Karlak. Let's see if you can finish him. We don't need to do that. There we go.
I've got it.
You gain Frenzy Strike and engage bonus action. Rage ends early if you don't attack an enemy or take damage each turn. So we probably want to open up with that. I need to get used to playing a barbarian again. Let's end turn. Oh, you can attack again. Just an offhand attack, but a nice crit.
Creator, destroyer. Nothing important is ever easy.
Anything. We could do a bonus action. Force Tunnel. Path is interrupted. Nothing. Oh, they are surprised, so no turns for them. That's gonna be rough for you guys. Do you have advantage on this? Yes, you do. And then let's just do some normal attacks. And a little offhand attack.
Yes.
Oh, okay, so they have ready to parry. But we cleared it. That wasn't our best work. This one's down. I guess we can do that. Oh, you also had ready to parry. There we go. And what did these gifts have on them?
Open up.
Got some gloves of some kind. We'll send this over to Lizelle. Another little disc. Haraknir Bracers. You can cast Mage Hand as a bonus action. Strength saving throws. We'll hold on to those for now. Everything else here, we'll send these to Shadowheart. I might actually grab all the arrows from Shadowheart and give them to Asterion.
The shadow curse will soon be forgotten.
Oh, and that reminds me, actually, we have this potion of everlasting vigor. I was thinking about giving it to Karlak. She's currently wearing a chest piece that increases her strength to 20. Well, it gives it a +2, so she's already at 20. So I think I'm going to take that potion. There are the gloves of Hill Giant Strength that I think we're going to end up giving to Karlak, so I think it makes sense for me to take this potion of Everlasting Vigor and permanently increase our strength by +2.
At least things have stayed interesting.
So waypoint, if you happen to wander this way before kind of wrapping things up here, you can fast travel over here. And here is our way to Baldur's Gate. Okay, a little forced rest, which is good because are all our people here? Not all of our people are here. Interesting. Minthara is missing. I guess we'll go ahead and sleep. Someone wants to speak to us. Who would that be? Who would that be? Oh, someone not this way, someone back this way.
Looking ahead.
Or actually, it's Asterion.
I... F... Or is it an E? Is it even a letter? What damn language is this?
Want me to take a look? Oh, that is creepy.
What are you doing?
Me? What are you doing?
I was minding my own business. If only everyone was so considerate. Listen, we travel together. We're not friends. I'm not about to share anything with someone I can't trust.
Persuasion. Actually, insight. Oh, we have insight proficiency. I guess we'll try and do that. Ugh, that's not looking great. We'll try it one more time. Okay.
He might be sneering, but you can see pain in his eyes. He needs help, but doesn't know how to ask.
This isn't your problem, you know.
I know, now shut up and turn around.
Fine.
The pattern swirls before you, runes hacked crudely into his flesh. You can't read it, but you recognize the letters. Infernal, the language of the hells.
And? What does it say?
It's written in Infernal. I can't read it. I feel like we should ask Will and Karlak to come over.
Infernal? Are you sure? Can you show me?
Is he wearing chaps? We haven't ridden any horses this entire game. Asterians.
What did he do to me?
What does it say?
I have absolutely no idea. But it's no poem. 2 centuries carrying this. And I can finally see it.
Did you ever see Cazador write in Infernal before?
No. I could have missed it, of course, but I doubt it. Cazador was only figuratively hellish. There were never any devils hanging about the crypt. Whatever he's left carved in my flesh, it's a mystery to me. Thank you, by the way. This is... well, it's something.
We'll figure it out. I promise.
Will we? How sweet.
Okay. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever had that interaction before with Asterion. I hate waking up and failing some kind of check. Oh. Shovel got entangled somehow?
It is as we knew. My people have turned their blades against us. They will emerge from the shadows and descend from the skies, and we will grant them their only just fate. Death.
She doesn't mince her words.
Be honest. What do you think of the new look?
What inspired the change?
I thought I knew who I was. But I was wrong. I do not belong to Shah. And I do not want to be adorned like one of her puppets any longer. The hair is just a gesture, true. But everything has a first step.
If it helps you put the past behind you, I'm all for it.
I'm glad. Though, I don't think I'm quite done with the past yet. Not until I've been to Baldur's Gate.
Okay. Well, that is where we are headed. So let's head there.
The curse has been lifted. The land's cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
We broke the curse.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the flaming fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping and yes sir, no sir, rip and cut your throat, sir. Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the prison bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
My prodigal bloodkin is among them.
They live.
Barely. I made mince of their ugly mind matter. And if they dare return, I will strip out their offal.
I've not done a Dark Urge before, so Orin talking about me in that cutscene is new. We got our little moon ladies. Our vampire.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
And our current party. Okay, one sleep away. Looks like we're having a little wine up here.
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. And we are no closer to knowing why that bastard is so obsessed with getting me back.
You have any more leads?
I think we should track down my fellow Spawn. I'm not exactly looking forward to a reunion, but perhaps they'll know something. If we can find them, we can force them to tell us what he's been doing since I was gone. And honestly, I imagine they'll be coming for me in the night if I don't.
We'll look for them.
Unless Cazador's changed their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey. We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk.
Okay.
On my way.
Minthara's here. Jaheira's not yet selectable for our party. Got like a little den for our druids. Lazal and Will. There's Shadowheart. So Karlach's probably right around this corner. Gale is over there. Yep, there's Gale. Minthara. Our ladies and Withers must be down here. Yep. Awesome. I saw Scratch. I didn't see the owl bear, but usually they're chasing each other around. Okay. Well. Who's in our party right now? It's the two of us. Let's grab us. Let's grab you. We're gonna give some people some buffs real quick. And I hope that those persist, because when we go to long rest, we're actually going to have a little fight. Where's Shovel? He's up with the druids. I guess it's not too important. Let's grab you and do your mage armor.
Still alive.
And then
so that's progress.
We will go
the gods are watching me.
To bed.
Let's see what this does.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With his help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest, orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. And what then? You are prone to impulses as uncontrollable as the gods themselves. Will you even have a say in what you do? Will you liberate the true souls from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes?
I'll find a way to rid myself of these disturbing impulses.
Even as you utter the words to yourself, you know it is but an intention. And these dark desires of yours have little regard for your intentions. You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
Hear me. Gather. The reckoning is upon us. The city thirsts for domination. March. Join.
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
We do not have Longstrider. We do have her voice commanding. Affected entity's brain is being tortured at the whim of the Absolute. It receives a -1 penalty to intelligent, wisdom, and charisma abilities, and takes 1 to 6 psychic damage at the end of its turn. We have 3 turns. Escape to the portal before the Absolute takes control. So we're trying to get into the astral prism before the Absolute takes control of us. And that's all we need to do. We don't need to fight these guys. We can just jump. Oh. Why did you do that? Why did you do that?
Victory is assured.
Well, can you do better? Gale. Gale, I mean. You can.
thing's about to blow.
That thing is what's keeping us in control of ourselves. There it goes.
I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack.
Not you first. Okay, try not to jump on each other, you guys.
I applaud your taste.
Into the shadows.
Okay, you are still sneaking.
No choice but to keep going.
Sure. Don't need to do that yet.
Let's turn someone inside out.
Okay, what do we have? We have our bonus action. We also have disadvantage. Okay.
The witching hour.
We didn't hurt you. Okay, that's fine.
My turn.
Why don't you just take some shots so you don't end up on that ice?
Got it.
Projected ward, sure. Her.
It's not over.
Oh, level up. That's nice. Okay, let's do this first. Long Strider on these two. Long Strider on you two.
You have my attention.
Mage armor. Let's call your little friend.
Keep the blade close. It's not over. Come to the skull.
Why don't you go invisible for a second?
All right.
Okay. And then let's level up. Gained passive fighting style. So we have great weapon fighting. I think if we do defense, yeah, we get more armor. Yeah, let's do defense. Level 10. Let's grab Shocking Grasp. We'll need some lightning abilities. actually on you.
Come to the skull.
Let's check to see what scrolls you can learn first. None that we have in our inventory. Okay, so Shocking Grasp, spells, anything interesting. We'll do Long Strider, just so we have another character in case we don't have like Asterion or Shadowheart with us. Blight.
Help me.
Raise a wall. Let's do greater invisibility, so some utility. Okay, for you, use your lightning quick reflexes. Or we could do rogue. I'm kind of interested in getting some fighter levels on you, actually.
Please, help me.
So 2-weapon fighting, archery. Why not? And barbarian, intimidating presence. Menace an enemy and instill fear within them. You can use maintain intimidating presence to prolong the target's fear. I'll accept.
I can't hold them off much
So
longer.
that's what we got for you. You just have a new fighting style. Did we prep any new spells on you? I don't think we got to prep any new spells, so where we're at is where we're at.
Can't give up now. How much further can I go?
It's not over. Come to the skull.
Okay, everyone hide.
Can't hold them back
And then let's just get over here.
Best get in and out.
Before you do anything, I am your ally. We are in danger.
Oh, shit. A mind flayer.
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me.
I knew not to trust you, but what do you need me to do?
The Honor God. Eliminate them. My forces are weakened by their assault, but with your help, we can turn this around. Destroy the God. I will subdue their master.
I'll do it.
We can turn the tide.
Okay, we are so far back.
Another fight. Let's go.
We do have... What is it? Astral gravity? Oh, actually, we all got pulled up into the Emperor. Okay, so there's someone up here. I cannot be moved if I don't want to be moved. So, have fun with trying to throw me off the map. Why not? Let's see if we can push you off the map. Well, I guess not off the map. And it looks like you didn't fall either.
Tale for the ages.
Okay. What do you want to do? We want to do ice-based things. Let's cast haste on ourselves first. And then... Oh, you are 60%, 50%. I guess we'll get this guy in the back. And do you have any good bonus actions? You don't really have any good bonus actions. I guess we will... Oh, let's just pop up here. I don't care about protecting an intellect devourer. Okay. Dread ambush. No sneak attacks. Well, we'll do our special blow. And flourish. On Dirge. She tried to knock me off the map, but I can't be moved. Okay, Karlak, let's go into a frenzy. And then reckless attack on this guy. What else can you do? I guess we can lacerate. Oh, Shovel, you're in combat. I guess keep on coming.
Destroy the honor guard.
Okay. Little ice storm. Sure.
The rock resists all attempts to shatter it.
How far is this cone of cold? Oh, it's pretty far. Can you jump down here? Let's do cone of cold. Sorry, little brain. You have survived so much.
Behold the dance of death.
I guess just a regular attack. And that should be good. And I don't want you to slip on ice.
Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
A mind flayer? How is this possible? Gods, we've been so blind.
I prefer the other version of you.
You grew attached to a mere disguise, but you judge without even knowing me.
I was someone once. Someone just like you.
And this is where I knew exactly who he was.
Though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain. The one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them. Rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stillmain. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield. The largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence. Though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while. Until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become.
Ah. Lord Gortash was one of the chosen in the colony.
Indeed. His hubris knows no bounds. To enslave me, that was his nature. But to enslave an Elder Brain, a questionable decision. I shall look forward to sharing his downfall with you.
So are you going to tell me what this battle was about?
We fought to tame Prince Orpheus, the son of Gith herself. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Vlaakith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Vlaakith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my honor at Prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control.
Were you imprisoned here too?
No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the astral prison. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside, and found Orpheus. I realized what the prison was for. Containment. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You.
What happens if we free Orpheus?
That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him, and in so doing, he would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion, a pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a illithid, a sworn enemy, just like me.
I'm nothing like you.
Denial will change nothing. You have already benefited from that tadpole of yours. You seek to reverse an inevitable process. A process of evolution. When I first escaped from the Elden Ring, I too railed against the change. But the longer I have inhabited this form, the more it has grown on me. Even if my original body remained intact after I transformed, I would not return to it. Doing so would only impose limitations. As an illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You too should embrace this change.
So we're gonna embrace the change. We'll see a cutscene with our face kind of change. But I have a mod that disables that appearance, so after that cutscene we'll look normal. I'm also going to convince all of my companions that have tadpoles to embrace the change as well. There's just so many powers that come with it. We're going to say I would like that.
I am pleased to hear that. You will do very well as an illithid. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. The transformation will not be complete. The physical alteration in particular will only be partial. But your potential will certainly be amplified. Would you like to do it? Would you like to evolve?
Yes.
I'm happy to have more powerful friends, but, well, better you than me.
You continue to surprise me. Your mind is truly something special. Now, hold out your hand.
Do as it says.
It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
I don't want to eat it. I want to open my mind to it. And I have to remind myself of that every single time.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you.
Black eyes, black veins.
Glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
You are exquisite. When your allies see what you can do, I hope you encourage them to try it for themselves. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain and bring it under our control.
Okay, if we look at ourselves now, we've learned some new abilities. Not that. Fly and Psionic Overload. We also had one worm before. We have 4 of them now, and that's because this whole inner circle got unlocked, so anything that we spent there got refunded to us, and the outer circle is now available for us to see what it is these powers are, and we can make our way to them as needed. So Fly got unlocked, and then what was the other one? I guess Transfuse Health probably got unlocked. Psionic Overload? Yeah. Transfuse Health right there. The ones that we probably won't use are those, so I'm going to sneak these up front. And then we'll have to have conversations with each of our companions while they're in our party to try and convince them to also take on these new illithid powers. Any worms that we spent on them, we spent some on like Shadowheart, and I think on Will, will also get refunded. So I'm gonna run around, loot this place. One of these guys was the boss, right? So we got some boots there. Yeah, so I think it's just these boots, and I think they're probably for a monk. But I think that will be it. Once we're done with this spot, we'll head back to camp. So thanks for hanging out with me today, you guys. As always, until next time, have a good one. Bye.